Basement Bookers Podcast.
What is up? It's your boy, Basement Jer from the Basement Bookers Podcast. Now, normally this podcast is two basement bookers, and normally will look like this. Unfortunately, I am riding solo today because Rich The Riz, he has not been medically cleared to participate in the Bad Blood Predictions episode. But have no fear, because it's not just that Rich The Riz hasn't been cleared. And it'll be up to him to inform you as to why he has not been medically cleared. However, sources nowhere near the situation tell me that Rich The Riz has been medically cleared to defend his championship at Bad Blood, of which I will take away from him and bring it back to where it belongs, to Basement Jer, right here, to sit there behind me so you can all see it. But alas, we don't got a lot of time, and since it's just me, we're going to do some predictions here. It's going to be, I guess, why I'm doing it, because he hasn't put a reason for it, which astounds me. That Rich The Riz, who used to handle the inconsequential championship, he would say, "Where's the reasons?" But it's okay. Actually, I think I would say, "What's the reasons?" I don't know. It doesn't matter. He needs to rest, and so it has come. It has fallen upon me, Basement Bookiverse. It's fallen upon me to do the predictions, and I will do this to the best of myself and my ability. All right. So without further ado, let's talk about Bad Blood. Let's get into it. It's not just that. Here it is. The first match on the card, from what I understand, will be the Hell in a Cell match. And I don't know, a little bit of trivia for you. The original Bad Blood in Your House, bad was spelled with two D's. It was Badded to Blood. So originally it was Badded to Blood. I really think they should have added the extra D so it could be Badded to Blood. What do you think? I mean, look, I know it's not the same thing, but whatever. All right, I digress. So, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell. They're one each, one apiece. And from what the Bald Stooge says, not Rich The Riz, but the GM of Raw, um, this is it, which is really what a Hell in a Cell is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the end, the coup de grace, as they tell me. And both of us, both Rich The Riz and myself, chose CM Punk to win this match. My reasoning being, and you might disagree with this, but Drew McIntyre he wouldn't be hurt by this. Neither one, actually, I don't think. But I think it's time for CM Punk he has to move on, and he has to be successful in this feud. And also he said that Drew McIntyre would have to eliminate him from the Mortal Coil in order to win. So I don't see Drew McIntyre doing that. So I think it's going to have to be CM Punk. And Rich The Riz also chooses CM Punk. I thought what they did with the whole, hey guys, these guys are in the cage, and the cage is cool. No more red cage bullshit. It's a nice, thick, basic cage. I'll probably put a picture here so you can see what it looked like, but you won't know till later. I won't know till later when I put this together. So, who do you got for this one? If it's Drew McIntyre, tell me why ain't nothing but a. All right, so let's go on to the next match there. So this next contest is for the women's championship belt, brother. It's Bayley versus Nia Jax, champion, the Queen, Nia Jax. This is going to be a tough one. Rich The Riz has chosen Bayley. Rich The Riz, the incumbent basement champion, who is not medically cleared to put his predictions, yet medically cleared to compete somehow. I don't know. I'm going to address this to the commissioner, but honestly, look, I will face him no matter what. So I'm going to pick Nia Jax here because I think it's too early. I think it's too early to switch the belt. I think she needs to hold on to it. Now, Rich would argue that Tiffany Stratton could come in, make this a triple threat, and Bayley wins, you know? But I don't know. I think it's going to be, they're going to drag this briefcase out a little bit longer than this. So I think Nia Jax takes this. Let's head over to match number 3. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. And let me tell you something, brother. Nothing screams bad blood more than the bad blood between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I'm going to go with Damian Priest, okay? And here's why. Damian Priest. Do I want to pick Damian Priest for this? This might be risky. I think both of them are not going to win. I think, all right. So here's how I'm thinking. I'm thinking Finn Balor loses this match. I think Damian Priest wins. Now, I don't know how Balor loses the match. It could be a disqualification. It could be anything. So I'm going with Priest here. Rich The Riz, the incumbent champion who is not medically cleared to compete in the podcast. He's not medically cleared for the podcast, but he will be medically cleared to defend his championship at Bad Blood when I take it away from him. We both chose Damian Priest, so far this will not be the deciding factor. Spoiler alert, the title match has already been decided. If you've been paying attention, which you no doubt were, obviously. But I digress. Let's go to the next one here, and that is Terror Twin number 2. They're not even the same age, but it's a turn of phrase, right? So Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Dirty Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage. And let me tell you something, I don't think the shark cage is going to matter. I think somehow, some way, that dirty, stinky, he's probably not stinky, because let's think about it, man. Think of his pulling power is amazing. Like, storyline wise, Rhea Ripley, then to Liv Morgan. If you think it's a downgrade or not, that's not up for debate here. They're up there. But that mullet, that mustache, man, I don't know. It must be the new thing. We both have Liv Morgan to win this match. She's going to get help from Dirty Dom. He's dirty. He's filthy. But let me tell you something. He's scrappy. He's very scrappy. Sometimes Liv Morgan calls him Scrappy Pappy or Scrappy Pappy. I said it the same. It should be Scrappy Poppy, but it's Scrappy Pappy for the funniness of it all. But anyway, it's the next match is gonna be. It's gonna be the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and the OTC, the head of the table, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And for this match, both Rich and myself have the team of Cody Rhodes and the original tribal chief. Now, you're no doubt aware that finally The Rock is in and or around Georgia. Um, Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show said to Cody, he's like, I heard the big guy's coming back. To which Cody says, which one? So it's got to be The Rock. It could be not The Rock, but it's definitely The Rock because let me tell you why The Rock should show up. And The Rock will show up because number one, this is bloodline business. Number two, Cody Rhodes broke The Rock's heart. And now Roman Reigns is teaming up with Cody Rhodes to fight against family. And The Rock's not going to be happy. So don't be surprised if you see a rock bottom on Roman Reigns at the end of Bad Blood. If the bloodline stands tall over the living corpses of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, the end of Bad Blood is going to have repercussions for the future. The Rock's going to feel betrayed by Roman. And they're probably going to have like a little bit of back and forth in the ring. Like, can I trust you? But I told you to give my word. They're going to be very vocal, very expressive in this match. Oh, yeah. Also, there's a tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker, Rich the Riz's time is 19.5. All right. And I think it's going to be longer than that. I think it's going to be longer than that because it's the main event. All right. And maybe he doesn't know that. I don't know. But I know that. It was announced earlier in the day before I even knew that he wasn't going to be able to compete. I was hoping he would be able to show up and compete. But don't worry. The title's still on the line. And even if he's not medically cleared to compete, I will take that belt. It doesn't matter to me. I'll go where the action is. I need this. So my time is going to be higher. I'm going to go with 22 minutes. Okay? And that's the bottom line because Basement Jer said so. That is kind of badass. Stone Cold's awesome. But that's Bad Blood. Who do you have? Where do you see this going? Finally, The Rock. Do you think The Rock's going to be there? Could Jimmy Uso come back? I think that would be cool too. Nah, 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 nah. I was born a king. Rest of the song is cool. I'm not going to mess it up by doing the rest of it, but it's going to hit. And it's going to be, the roof going to come off, but then The Rock is, and it's going to be, if you smell, and you're going to think, oh, no, it's good Rock. No, it's evil Rock. It's the final boss. He's coming because he hates Cody, and he's going to feel betrayed by Roman Reigns. Simple as that. So, anyway, that's going to be Bad Blood. That's going to be it for me. This episode is very short because, Rich The Riz isn't here. It's just me. It's kind of weird for me without him here to do this. But he will be back next week to congratulate me. On my championship win. As you are no doubt aware, it is my destiny. It is my destiny to be the basement champ. It's foretold. It was written, and we all know Rich The Riz has been around. He was young before the world was made. Okay, and then he had to age, and he never stopped. He's an ancient, as they call them. So really, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, and he'll come back. I'm not even worried about it because he's going to congratulate me for winning my championship back. And then he's going to give excuses. And you know what? This is going to be great for the Horowitz device. When I bring it right back up and I show him, look, I told you it was foretold. Okay. Just like Shane McMahon coming to AEW. I think it's going to happen. I think Shane McMahon is coming back. He's going to be involved in this Moxley thing. Moxley's like on some next thing right now. So I think especially off the back of the documentary, I really think that they should have had Shane debut on that week's Wednesday Dynamite. Screw it. You know what I mean? But yeah, for Rich the Riz and myself, I'm Basement Chair. He's Rich the Riz. If you remember, this is him. There he is. He. This is an old photo, obviously. Things have changed, and yep, there he is. There he is. There he's not. There I am. Well, we miss him. We'll see him later. What do you think about Bad Blood having only one D? Like, shouldn't it be Bad in the Blood, like the original In Your House, Bad Blood? Email in, comments below. Well, that about does it for me. Patreon.com/Basement Bookers Pod for our Patreon. You'll find all our socials. There's free content there, mostly unedited episodes, some press conference stuff. If you want, you can chuck in a buck or whatever it is that we have. It's low price. What chuck in a buck if you want. If you want to help out. And yeah, now I got to cue myself in for the catchphrase, which sounds really self indulgent. The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers. And thank you to the now 75 strong 75 strong subscribers of the Basement Bookers podcast. Make it rain basement dollars all over there. Even though basement dollars non-fungible, not real money. It's no cash. You can't buy anything. It's zero. It's nothing. It's in your mind, and it's not affected by inflation. Bye-bye.